time it is. TMB with Market Man. Let's talk about it. CJ said, Mike and Pratt, that's the domino effect. Hey, TMB with Market Man, let's run it up. People talking down, but we don't give a fuck. And if you want to, nigga, then let's talk about it. CJ said, Mike and Pratt cause a domino effect. And when you beat the Browns, that's different. Guard plans include Michelle and BJ too. Welcome to the jungle, nigga, me my crew. Hey, he's an animal. He's an animal. He's an animal. He's an animal. Say I told y'all, CJ said there was gonna be a domino effect with Mike and Pratt. God told me to introduce the Browns, which is Boo and Tip. And everybody know Michelle and BJ. Fuck standing on business. We stand on faith behind our business.
Man, what's up, everybody? Who is in the chat? What's up, BX Queen? Man, I'm finna say something. I don't care if I step on black women's toes when I say this, because at the end of the day, I'm only talking to the ones that I'm talking to. This is not for all black women. This is not for all black women. But sometimes in a relationship, a man needs a little motherfucking respect, especially when he's doing something or they're doing something that they like to do, whether it's making money or a lot of money. Well, it's like this the thing I feel like maybe why a lot of black men go to other races is because we don't feel this, like we get the same respect that we give. That's just my opinion. I feel like in certain relationships that when you in and you trying to be a good man and you're doing this and you're doing this and that and the third, and when you finally want to do something for yourself or try to, cause see, they only see it worth doing maybe because of the money it's making. Like, if you have, like, okay, so like, say if you want to do a rap career, you want to be a rapper, and just because it's not making no money, a bitch to be like, man, you need to try something else. This shit, you've been doing it for so long. Damn, you might well try something else. Instead of just saying, baby, well, keep going, just give a nigga some support. And then when a nigga blow up and get the high side in your funk ass, now it's a problem. What's up, Bronze Flat? What's up, Bronze, baby? And you know, I look at it like everybody all you women want to talk about happy wife, happy life. Man, fuck that shit. It's either happy us is a must or ain't nobody around this bitch gonna be happy. It's so much deeper than that. Our history plays a vital part in romantic relationships. Man, I sure would like for you to come on here and explain that. Because, and I'm gonna tell you a lot of things too. Like, my boy, and I wish Mike wasn't sick, because Mike say this shit, and it really makes sense to me now that I'm in a relationship. You can't hold me to the standards of the last nigga you should have held to them standards. Like, if you was fucking with a bullshit nigga, how can I say this? Because I'm trying to say this the right way. I'm trying to say this the right motherfucking way. I'm really trying to say this the right way. Because Mike say this shit and it making sense to me. How you gonna try to give me ultimatums and make me do shit that the last nigga didn't do? or drug your ass through till you got fed up. Then and it seems like almost every relationship I'm in, I get that. Now you want to be this stand-up motherfucker when you should have been like that with the last motherfucker. And you wouldn't have got drugged or brought or drug along this far in that relationship. Then you want to bring it over to the next relationship. Well, this what I want. This I, because I'm gonna make sure I don't go through the same thing, motherfucker. You finna go through the same thing. Because when you go into another relationship, you gotta wipe the slate clean. See, and that's what I think it is. These so-called modern women got the game twisted. Now, and I ain't gonna lie, I have a good woman, but at the end of the day, it's sometimes I just don't feel respected when it comes down to me sometimes doing my podcast. No matter what the fuck a motherfucker say when we out in the back, that's just how I feel. Because I know or motherfucker just don't listen to what I'm saying when I'm talking. You feel what I'm saying? And she might feel some type of way because I'm saying something, but I'm going to vent. I'm going to vent because I can't hold it in. This is what I do. Because sometimes when we try to talk to a woman and make them understand how we feel, you know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to hear that shit. They always want a nigga to change. Why you can't change? Why can't sometimes a woman change for a man? And I'm not saying bow down or degrade yourself or none of that. I'm just saying at the end of the day, a real man just want a little space, man, and a little comfort in what he got going on. Because no matter what, with or without you, I'm gonna do me and what I like to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro. Like, and I just sometimes feel like that's why black men don't deal with black women. They go to another race because at the end of the day, I see them. And I'm talking about regular black and white couples. I ain't talking about this Hollywood shit and all that shit. Nah, I'm talking about regular. Even in Hollywood, though, sometimes, okay, I'm finna show you all the successful people that's black with black women. LeBron, or Denzel, or damn, it was just on the tip of my tongue. Snoop Dogg. I'm gonna tell you why they successful and they move the way they move. Cause they wife ain't got shit to say. They not out here, and we know probably all of them that did some fuck shit, but we don't hear it in the streets. Somehow they deal with it. Because when you deal with a man and he tell you what his dreams are and you got common sense to know what comes with that person's dream. Hey, what's up, hood? Yeah, I have a link. Yeah, I got a link. There go the link right there, BX Queen. Yeah. It just be a lot of shit that sometimes, like I say, us as men, we just won't. I'm talking about the real man. I ain't talking about these hoe ass niggas, or I'm even a hoe ass nigga that's trying to be a good man that's living his life. And I be wondering sometimes why do women try to hold or like it's like I don't know. And it's black women to me. I don't know. I ain't dated outside my race like that, none of that, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like sometimes like a black woman try to hold their foot on the nigga neck no matter what. They comfortable with they sometimes want you to be in. And I'm not talking about all black women because a lot of black women done healed from their last relationship and going into their new relationship. Can you bring your screen up real quick? All right, all right, all right. How you doing, man?
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Well, salute to you, Monkey Man.
Same to you, mama. Same to you. So, what is what you
My
had
take
said?
on it.
Yeah, what's your
Yeah.
take on it?
And this is my opinion. What I think is we have a lot of hurt in the Black community as far as relationships go.
Yeah,
And that stems back from slavery or whatever you want to say, where we look to our men to protect us, and that didn't happen. And I guess you can say now, sometimes a lot of Black women feel like Black men don't protect them or value them. So there's this disconnect. And another thing, a lot of Black women, they gotta work because some of the men just won't do it. So that makes a lot of animosity, I guess. Not giving excuses or anything, but there's a reason why. I think that and a lot of times Black women don't feel um, attractive enough for Black men or whatever, because I think a lot of Black men don't see us like they see other women, if you understand what I mean. If we don't hold a certain stereotype or type, and that also brings some other issues into a Black relationship.
you say stereotype.
You know, like you want the high yellow, the long hair, a lot of Black women don't
Ooh,
fit into that stereotype kind of thing
man, I'm
or
42
preference or
years
whatever you
old.
want to call it.
I'm 42 years old. I want motherfucker to leave me alone when I'm doing what I'm doing, just like I leave you alone when you doing what you doing. Like, and I understand what you're saying, but and I see what you're saying, but and I'm okay. We're not gonna even go back to slavery. We're gonna go back to the last relationship in
Okay.
the black woman, and then it comes to the point when the new man come in. She got all these rules that she didn't have for the last nigga because now she don't want the last nigga. She don't want what happened to her from the last nigga to be with you when you don't even show them signs.
Right. And that's where the healing part comes in, because it could be male or female. When we go through certain relationships, there's a lot of hurt or things that may have happened that's trauma, and you carry that into the next relationship. So
Yeah.
healing has to happen. And if you don't heal and if you don't know your value, then you go into your next relationship, whether you're with a Black man, a white man, or whomever, it's going to be the same thing. Now, for
Because
me, you know, I understand my place. You know what I mean? And a
right,
lot of women out here, the modern generation, don't really understand that you have a place. A man has a place, a woman has a place. And I
right,
know I know I'm here to, support, to be submissive. A lot of women ain't into that because they don't really understand what being a woman really is. But then there's a lot of men out here that don't really know how to be a man either. So it kind of goes both ways.
yeah. And okay, now are you submissive though? And I'm not, and I know sometimes you have to stand for certain things, and then certain things. Okay, so are you the type of person in a relationship to keep bringing the same shit up over and over and over and over? Is there a point to where, okay, once you brought that to my attention, I don't want to hear that shit no more? Is there a point to where you got to understand that, or do you think you got to keep doing that,
No, you don't have
even
to
though
keep
you?
doing it, but you want if it's an issue, you want the issue to be fixed because it's going to continue to be an issue and that's going to continue to be a problem.
So do you expect the issue? Okay, just say I've been doing something for years, the same routine for years, And now I'm at a point in my life where I'm open to understand that might bother people because that what happened in the last relationship. Okay,
Can I can I say something about that? I'm sorry. Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
what's
Hello.
happening? What's up,
Hello,
Jersey
hello.
Rick?
So can I say something about that real quick? Like that last statement about like you said, okay, what if you keep saying the same thing over and over and over and they, they don't change it. See, that is us now at 40 something years old, like we have to, it was just some things that we had to learn and fix on our own and understand. But what I know now is we have been looking at this thing completely wrong, especially when it comes to a mate and telling them what to do and this and then the other. You have to find out if that person even knows what to do, what it is that you're asking for in the first place. Because
Correct.
a lot of people were raised in conditions where they saw, like a lot, like myself. I'll use myself as an example. I grew up in an environment where I never really saw a successful relationship. So I
Loving
have an
relationship. Right.
idea, right? I have an idea, but I did see my mama fussing. I did see my auntie and them fussing, and it should be this and it should be that. But what I had to come to understand is I can't pick a mate and tell him what he's supposed to do. I am supposed to find out if he knows how to communicate, if that's the kind of man that I want to be, if he is a provider, if that's the kind of man that I want to be with. Does he know how to speak to me in a tone that it won't be defensive and we'll actually be able to get to a solution? Because reality is we did not grow up in those kind of environments.
Right. So,
That's the truth.
but that's the thing about it. A healing black man needs a healed black woman. Sometimes, and that's why I say I think that's why black men go out their race, because a lot of black women love to hold on to that hurt. It's like they don't want to get past, or even okay. So CJ and even you, BX Queen, because it seemed like somewhere in y'all life y'all took a look at y'all damn self and eliminated some shit. You see what I'm saying? Well, maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe I didn't know what this was, or maybe I didn't know what love was, or hey, so, or maybe what I seen was wrong. What made y'all wanna change? Did y'all see the same shit happen in each relationship y'all have and say, well, maybe I'm the problem? What made y'all want to say, well, maybe let me look at myself before I look at him?
But you want to go first?
Okay. I think for me it's just self-development. Like I wanted to be a better person for myself.
Right.
So if
Right.
I'm a better person for myself, then I could be good to somebody else. Because when you see other things, you know there's not just one road to get to wherever you're trying to get to. So how I was raised, I know everybody's not raised the same way. So I have to educate myself to kind of fall in line with what other people are doing. So I can't just be the same old piece of crap and think I'm going to get something good. I got to work on me. I got to say, what about me do I need to work on so that I'm desirable for a man?
So for me, the first thing was I had a daughter at 16 years old. And so I'm a runner. I got that automatically, you know what I'm saying? Just being a person that says, oh no, this is not working. I am not gonna sit here, I'm not gonna fight for it. It is what it is. After having so many conversations, I'm out, I'm done. But I understood like some of that was okay, because you should not just put up with something just because a person has a certain status or whatever the case is. But I wanted to change the narrative of effectively communicating, recognizing my trauma so I can help my daughter to grow up and not repeat the bad behavior. And so for me, it was looking in the mirror and not like what am I running from? What am I not actually dealing with? And my biggest thing was communication. And that's part of the reason why I was a runner, because if I can't communicate with you, or you make me feel like what I'm saying is adequate, and you're trying to play me for crap. You know what? Fine. I ain't gonna deal with it. We're not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna shut down. But that is not the way to be. And so I just wanted to break some curses, you know what I'm saying, within my family. So my daughter at the time, and then I would have other children, to give them a chance to not repeat behavior.
So let me ask you this. Do your standard for a man change because of your last relationship, or you still sticking to the standards that you wanted out of a man that you were looking for in each relationship? If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. And to be honest with you, it's about me at this point. You know, like I think I mentioned this before. I don't date at 40 years old like how I used to date at 16. At 16, I had this picture for my life because I didn't want to be a statistic. Having a baby at 16 and being by myself, and then the family and all of the negative things that they had to say or whatever. So it was really at that point just about being with a man who was going to paint the picture perfect, picture for me. But I wanted him to love me. I wanted him to deal with me as I was. Now at 40, understanding, like, I don't care how many times y'all hear me say this. Yeah, I got the businesses and all that other kind of stuff, but I want genuine love, because for me, money doesn't mean anything to me. It's understood that we have to have it in order to live. But I promise you, if I got a man that respects and loves me and just wants to care for me and pour into me and allow it to be reciprocated so we can be our very best, I'll fall off the grid with that man today and say, forget all this.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't know. It just seems like sometimes when I get in the relationships I be in, when I get involved in something I like doing, I don't have that support for what I like doing. Like a motherfucker be like they supporting it, but then when I get ready to do what I want to do, it's a problem. Or it's a misunderstanding when I know I said what I said. Is like you didn't comprehend it, or you not listening to me, or something. You know what I'm saying? I've been going through a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm cause see, I'm at the point too, and I'm a runner too, but I'm trying not to run. I'm trying to work it out, but I'm not gonna be the only one that's trying to work some shit out. We gotta compromise on some shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be doing all the changing, and you think you just cool because you think you cool. That's cool for you. No, that might not be cool for me. We gonna have to do something. But I change what you don't like, and you gotta change what I don't like. You see what I'm saying?
I had to ask this question too, and this is for myself, like you say, like I just said, being a runner and looking for certain things in a man. I had to ask myself, first of all, is compromise a bad thing? No, it's not. But when a person literally tries to change you after coming into your life and accepting who you were at that time, that is a form of manipulation. And I'm not talking about anybody. This is just to help somebody understand from my perspective. So for me, if I feel like you are being manipulative and just wanting me to change and do these things just to make you happy, then that is when I go back to my drawing board and say, wait a minute now, because if we're in this together, it's okay for you to tell me about some things that you don't like, and vice versa, because no two people are ever going to like everything about one another. But
Right.
if I'm doing something to better myself, if I'm doing whatever the gift that God didn't told me to do, why is it bothering you? And why are you
Right.
trying so hard to keep me away from that? That is when I get to looking, you know what I'm saying, at different things to say, are you the person for me?
Right.
Yeah. It'll be deep like that. And then sometimes too, maybe and then sometimes too, because I can be a very emotional person, but then at the end of the day, when I feel like I feel, sometimes I'm not wrong, and then sometimes when I explain myself, because I don't like to talk because I get frustrated, and then when I get to talking, I feel like I'm the dumb one. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now I'm sounding
Not
stupid
dumb.
type shit. Yeah, I feel dumber. Know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just at the point where like sometimes I be like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because and I could be, and it could be too. I gotta look at myself too, because I might be in a selfish mood when I get to doing what I'm doing. But I know sometimes, and I'm like, okay, from I know I did a lot of drugs, and some of my brain cells fucked up. But at the end of the day, I know I told you what I said before I finna do what I'm finna do. Then when you coming in and busting in, and I told you I would go, and now you don't remember that I said, oh, well, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? Fuck that. You don't even have, because when I told you what I'm doing, you tell me, well, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Well, fuck it. I don't want to do it now. You know what I'm saying? And then it comes to the point where it ain't that I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it around you because it's not no respect for what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro.
But what do
I just
you think about like oh go ahead.
Uh-oh. Did we drop?
Hello?
Did we lose him?
Can you hear me?
hello. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on,
Hello?
hold on, hold on. Let me bring
Can
my
y'all hear?
headphones back on.
Hey, BX, I didn't know that was you. I can finally see your name on the screen now. At
Oh
first,
yeah.
oh, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. I'm good, girl.
Thank
Over here
you.
cooking. That's what I'm over
I
here doing.
know that's right.
Okay, can you hear us now, Monkey Man?
Testing, test. What the
Did we
fuck?
lose him?
Because I was gonna ask you to repeat your question, sis. 'Cause I didn't hear what you said, but I know it was a good question.
No, what you said? Now, what you had said?
You can
Okay.
hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, what are your thoughts on like therapy or like counseling sessions? Because you know, some people they don't know how to communicate with each
That
other. Like they can't
that's what,
receive. You know
that's
what I
what we
mean?
can.
Because you
That's
may
what
be talking to somebody and they not receiving
that's
what you giving them.
that's the next step. ASAP. Finna go find it.
Yeah.
That's the next step. If we talking about marriage, because I'm not going into a
Right.
marriage like that.
Right.
I'm not. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And that was the whole thing. Cause at the end of the day, we supposed been we finna already get married, but I say no. We gotta. We picked the time. We picked the date, September 29th of this year.
Hmm.
So now we need to start working on going to counseling. Cause
Right.
I keep taking you to AA meetings and NA meetings, and you're not comprehending what these people telling you about us. That's the same thing I'm telling you. So maybe I need to go to counseling so we can get an understanding too on everything. Cause see, I'm a listen. This
And
ain't for me. This for us.
you know what, Monkey Man, it is not a bad thing because, like, even in my last marriage or whatever, we did do couples counseling, but I was still doing my own therapy because I was doing therapy before me and him even got together. And so I made sure to continue with my own therapy because I didn't want to get caught up in, oh, I just want to make the marriage work. So now I'ma just go all in on this over here. I still
You
needed.
have to still have to work. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Counseling
Man,
is very helpful for a lot of different things.
Dolly Bear just asked a good question. I'm finna answer it. She say sometimes we as addicts or former addicts are used to self-sabotaging our own relationships. Are you that type of person, respectfully? This why no, Dolly, because today I'm open to understanding another person. Reason why a lot of people self, and I want you to look at the word you said, self-sabotage, because they're being selfish. I'm open to change. That's the only reason why I got in recovery, because I wanted to change. So I'm open to change. I'm open to look at myself and take out inventory that I'm comfortable with that not might be comfortable to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the way I talk, I today I listen to what you have to say. Why in the fuck? Oh, somebody being abducted. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, it was an Amber Alert. Um, yeah. So, and I'm open to change because a lot of times, like you say, we self sabotage. The worst thing for an addict or anybody is being in self, being selfish, want to do things your way, and try to make a motherfucker do what you want them to do. Like like I force you to do something that you might not want to do. Like I'm the type of motherfucker. Nah, I'm not doing that, and I don't give a damn if you have an attitude because I tell my girl all the time, if it's something you don't want to do that I'm doing, please let me know because I don't want to hear. Well, shit, I did this for you when I don't want to hear that shit. But I'm gonna tell you no, and I'm not doing it, and I ain't got no sympathy plea for that. Now you should have said the same thing because the thing about a relationship is being honest. Okay, if I say, well, let's go over here to such and such house. If you don't want to go, then don't go. Because I know it's times you go over to your friend's house. I'm not going over there. No, no, I'm not gonna sit around a bunch of women. No way. Anyway, that's just how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna do that anyway. It gotta be a mixture of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's my friend, yeah, I go chill with them among. But nah, I don't chill around women. So I don't. So yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
do? You know what I do know, and it's I love that question that Dolly asked, and I love your response about. Am I echoing? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, okay. That's a selfish person. See, a person that's not afraid of change, they do stuff like what you do. Put themselves out there. You understand what I'm saying? It's not hard, like, for us to talk about all of the stuff that we talk about because we are literally transparent. I'm not trying to hide nothing from you because I want to be better. We having these open and honest conversations because the person really wants to be better. Now, I'm not talking about nobody. I want that to be understood. I'm speaking from my own experience, okay? Behind closed doors, me and my ex, he would always, had a big talk and, I work on myself and da-da-da and this and then other, and I want to be better and well. But the moment we got in an environment, like at one of my conferences or something, or I'm doing a motivational speaking or whatever the case is, I could literally see his demeanor change. And it was a bit of when I really started to tap into it and understand what it was. And this is not to talk about him as a bad person. We talk about, just the reflection. I was his mirror. And so where I'm not talking about it. I'm actually putting things to action and doing what needs to be done for me to be this better person. But he was only sitting back talking about it and wanting people to think that this is who he was. So that started to mess with his spirit.
Right. Right.
And unfortunately, you have a lot of people that want to be as supportive as they can, but when they so close to you and you start developing and becoming this other individual, it stirs up something in them. And naturally, because they don't even understand it, or subconsciously they don't know it's happening, or unsubconsciously, did I say that right? Unsubconsciously, they don't even know what's happening with themselves. They immediately start to attack the person when what they should be doing is actually telling themselves, this is what, see, that I need to work on that. Oh, that's why that's bothering me, because that's something that I need to deal with.
That's like intimidation or threat.
Yeah.
And that's not just in relationships between men and women, or significant others. That is with your people, so-called friends. Why do you think so many like women in families or whatever don't get along? And they always talking about, girl, you know how she is. Well, y'all do the same thing. Y'all literally do the same thing. And instead of somebody sitting down and saying, I'm going to work on me, or the black sheep of the family, the person that decides to move around and not be like the environment anymore. They talk about them like a dog. And you know why? It's
Mhm.
because they are jealous of the change that that person decided to make.
Right.
Hold on. The type of self sabotage that I'm talking about is self deserving. Do you possibly think inside you don't deserve certain things, so you self sabotage, so you destroy good things before they bloom? Um,
I
um,
used to do that.
Yeah, at
Dollar.
the core of yourself, you don't really think you deserve anything good, so you self-sabotage yourself
I
for
used to do
anything
that.
that comes good to you.
that ain't my mode no more. I used to fuck that up before I even knew anything good was gonna happen. Um, what I be thinking is once you become aware of you doing it, because I said this to myself when I was in recovery. Why am I scared of success? And now today that I'm seeing the little success, I'm addicted to it. So I feel like now that I'm trying to step out my way to not so okay, so like we were talking about doing the show, CJ. I felt like that was self-sabotaging myself. Why I can't do that to put myself on a different platform and to bring myself into a different audience of people. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm thinking it's more of a spiritual warfare. That's what I'm thinking. Like, okay, well, I can't get Monkey Man like this, so I'm finna start working through his people. Cause I can't get him to fuck up his own self, cause now he's working on himself and identifying shit in himself that he knows that can fuck things up.
Right.
Like I know how to call a woman a bitch and a hoe real quick when I get mad. And I don't do that no more. You see what I'm saying? Because that there alone will fuck off a relationship. That will fuck off a relationship right there. Calling each other out they a woman or whatever out their name out of anger. So that's why I tell my significant other. And we just and it went when we went to this meeting Sunday. I wanted her to hear that because I say listen to what they're saying. We pause when agitated because the first thing that I come out my mouth as an addict, and it ain't just as an addict, it's people that do this shit. Could be some detrimental shit. Yeah, I say because I'm saying it out of hurt and anger. So I need to pause when agitated. I can't give you no comeback because any comeback I give you, I'm gonna come with a. I'm trying to come with a body blow. I'm trying to knock your ass out when I say what the fuck I want to say. But it's no because the only reason why I want to do that because my feelings hurt. But I have to sit back and hey, maybe you're right. I'll work on that, babe. I'm work on that. Can you give me some time to work on that? Because this is something I've been doing since a child. Because it's not the drugs and alcohol that's fucking me up. It's this the shit I've been doing since a child, and my character defect that became my character. So I gotta identify that as a defect. That's why we do inventory. If and what inventory is about, when you do inventory, you go through all your shit and you pick out all the bad shit. That's in anything. Inventory at the store, inventory in the warehouse. I need to separate this from that. I need to fix this because it might need to be fixed on. And then this, I just need to throw this shit away because that's bad behavior. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm trying to work on my motherfucking self.
And that's, I
I
mean,
just,
that's the mature part right there. Like everything that you're saying, like that is that is a true indication you as an individual working on yourself. It's just I just read BX. I just read your comment as far as like it's more than what we will ever understand if we don't
Right.
really tap into it because you you don't know. Well, you do know, like, and I don't want to talk about that, like, because I don't want nobody to think I'm talking down on anybody. But I'm what I'm saying, what I want to say is how a person was raised and how they deal with themselves currently is very, very important, because it's not fair for a person to constantly tell you what you need to be doing and what you need to be changing if it that is not reciprocated. Okay, so you
Hmm.
want me to change this, you want me to work on that, but when I say I want you to work on these things for me because this is what's going to help me, what is the response and the results?
It's
Is it
gonna
blow
be
up?
an excuse.
See,
Cause I had to identify something with her. Cause she's very sarcastic. She told me in the beginning that she could be sarcastic. Okay, but you're gonna have to change that. But that's how I am. Okay, no, no, no. See, sarcasm is
That's the
not
behavior.
that's a
It's not.
behavior.
It's not what
It
you
can
are.
be
Like,
changed. Yeah, that's not
right.
what you are. And I told her that shit. That's not we not gonna just be like, okay, cause a slick mouth will make me blow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's all a sarcastic person is a person with a slick ass mouth. I'm the same way. That's why I hold my tongue today. You know what I'm saying? Or if I do say something, it gotta be. If I say something slick, it better be to the point where you damn near look at yourself, be like, shit. You see what if you understand what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna say something that make you stop and think. Damn, you know what? Yeah, you right. Maybe I'm not gonna just say some shit just to be fly. No, they get the shit slapped out of you. No, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go to jail. I'm not an abusive person. But sometimes I understand why, and I'm not saying there's no excuse, but I understand sometimes why certain men just slaps the shit out they woman because come on, man, what the fuck? Just cause see, I'm gonna tell you, women like to push buttons. Y'all like to push buttons
we
sometimes, and
shouldn't,
y'all
but that we have been we were around those type of environments where it's kind of like we thought that was I could speak for me. We thought that was the thing to do, but understanding now that's not effective communication, because you want a man to support you and not talk to you crazy. So how do you turn around and do that same thing to him?
right,
Exactly.
and then I'm gonna tell you something, and this really bothers me. Damn near all your friends has got some toxic shit going on. You need to separate yourself. Because my friends and the people, and she know this. If they toxic, I'm not fucking with them. Yeah, I say, hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, that's what happened. Hey, let me call you back. I don't hear that shit because I don't need that to get in my spirit right now. It's cool over here, nigga. You fucked up. You just fucked up. There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah. You don't want that energy on you.
Because energy does transfer.
That's right.
Can we get them people out the comments? Who is Matthew um and Holt? Yeah, if we can just get them people out the comments. He said black man passport. That's great. We're happy that you do that. Awesome, amazing, no judgment. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
black man passport. When it comes to relationship, in my opinion, my husband and I have been together 27 years. We are each other helpmate. He is the man and he runs and rules this house. His ruling has supported me. I give, but see, that's the thing about it. And I'm just saying, and don't take this the wrong way, darling. And don't no black women take this the wrong way. You're a white woman, and white women, a lot of white women that I've seen in relationships, they know they place and they never overstep the boundaries of their man unless the man is unable, like sick. Then she takes over. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all step up when y'all call to the plate. It's not like that in black relationship because first of all, like, and I'm gonna go back to what Queen said. We in this history, starting from our family history, somewhere we didn't see how to be in a relationship. Did we have a father in our life? Did we have the right mother figure in our life? Like I tell people, I didn't have a father figure in my life. I never seen how a man should treat a woman. So at the
Mhm.
end of the day, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say all women fucked up, because a lot of men fucked up, because our role models are drug dealers and niggas on songs. So we don't even know, because the nigga on the song say we don't love these hoes anyway. So we automatically put every woman as a hoe before we even get to know them. So we already fucked
That
up
part.
from like I say, from Goo Goo Gaga. We fucked up from Goo Goo Gaga. So at the end of the day, now once we get to a certain age and we see all this shit that they've been saying ain't true, now we gotta unlearn some learned behavior. And now that's gonna take time, because now I gotta take damn near a year or two of my life to see, well, damn, what is the correct way of doing this shit? Because what y'all talking about on these rap songs and what these niggas doing in the street to female is getting them locked up or killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's problem. So, everybody fucked up.
You're right about that.
And
And
my wife raised my
it's
voice
really up
one
to the individual
son.
to do just what you just said. If you want to be better, you may have to unlearn that learned behavior.
And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing today, unlearning that learned behavior. Because I thought that I was gonna I want to be a player all my life and just have a bunch of women I can go fuck around when I want to, this, that, and the third. But that got played out, because at the end of the day, you just want somebody you can kick it with. Because different personalities fucks with me. Like, this bitch here like this, and I don't, I don't want to offend y'all by saying bitches. This is how I talk. This bitch right here like this,
But
and now I
isn't
got.
it a lot of work to be with a whole bunch of women though?
That's
I
what I'm
would think.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because it's a whole lot to deal with people you work with, not alone who you trying to fuck with on the side. And now you got to change, because for each person, each female, you got to put on a different mask. You
Mm.
got to. You have to. Because I can't do with Lisa like with Natasha. You see what I'm saying? Now I gotta go over here and do with Natasha like, so I can get some pussy. Then I gotta go back over here and do with Lisa like to get some pussy. Then here comes Joanne. You feel what I'm saying? It's too much. It's too much. And I started seeing it about age 35. Now it's not too much if we just don't want to accord. Hey, look here, man. We friends with benefits. You know what I'm saying? That's different. I don't even know if motherfuckers even doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? What my kinfolk say? Ain't nothing a woman can do that could bring me out of my character to hit or slap her. I'm so secure in self that I turn turn them same buttons around you trying to push them on them. But see, that's where it comes into, fam. I don't want a tit for tat. I just want you to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. That's where the hands coming in, because I'm telling you, say, let's just drop it. Okay. But you keep coming. You keep coming. I'm
So,
not trying to go tit
Mikey
for
man,
tat.
can I ask you something? Like, from a male's perspective, is it what is being said, or is it how it's being said? Like, is it the delivery? Is it the constant? Like you just said, all right, I heard you. Now you won't leave it alone. Like, and I'm not just talking about like personal. I want you to understand. I'm talking about in general, women. Like, when it comes to them bringing things to men's attention, what is it that gets it to the point of, okay, now this is becoming very aggravating?
The repetitiveness.
Mm.
And and the man. Like, it's ways, okay, everybody say I don't know how to talk, but it's crazy how motherfuckers don't know how to talk to me. So you gonna get what you give. You gonna get what you give. If I reciprocate some shit that's not coming off right to me, I'm gonna give it back to you. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, and this with anybody, I got partners. My homeboys will tell you, my nigga, you're not finna keep talking to me about the same shit that you going through. Either you gonna deal with it or leave me the fuck alone about it, because I don't want to keep hearing that shit. We're not finna talk about 2003 shit in 2004. We're not finna talk about 2022 shit in 2024. Like my partner right now, he finna come back to Houston. He started telling me about his gas, man. Look here, how much money do it take for you to get your ass from out there? That's what I want to know. I don't want to keep hearing about this shit. You ready to leave this bitch? Because you been saying it. Say, my nigga, show me you ready to leave. And I'm finna give you a question. How much do it cost for you to leave from out there? Now, if he don't leave, because I sent him some money, if he don't leave, you ain't got no worry about calling my phone ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Because you lied to me and you done got some money out of me. But don't worry about it. I know when your money come in and it comes through me and my wife regardless. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, cool. Here go the rest of your money. We cool, homie. Because I don't want to hear about your bitch and she's tripping. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time for that. My thing is today in recovery, we stay in the solution. That's my whole thing. How can we fix this? That's my whole thing. How can we fix this? I don't mind fixing what's wrong with me, but can you have the same? And I think, and you know what it is that I think that I done been through the healing process, and she haven't.
I was just, oh,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
you go. You hit the nail
You
on the head.
identify the issue.
There you go. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, but you and her both have to be honest with yourselves and say, you know what? I think there's a shift. I'm probably, over here because I am choosing, you know what I'm saying, to go through the healing. Like that is something, that's some grown up stuff that y'all really have to communicate about. Because it could very well be y'all could get back on the same page, but just like you're doing the work, or let's say this, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It could be some things that she's actually working on that could be kind of messing with you a little bit. I'm just because I don't want it. I don't want it to seem one sided. So that's why I'm, you know what I'm saying, trying to say that so it don't seem like we so personal with it.
Yeah,
But
and I'm not perfect at all. I know I got fucked up ways. I got a
But
fucked
now,
up attitude.
but let me say this though, Monkey Man. Let me say this, and this is for any and everybody that is listening and dealing with a person that can always point out their flaws, but can never turn the mirror to themselves. There is a form of manipulation somewhere up in there when it's always the finger being pointed at me and what you do and what you do and what you do and what you do, especially when, like you said, you're a person that's working on yourself, you're going through the healing process. And I'm sure Queen, she's dealt with this when she started going through her healing, process, just like I dealt with it and still deal with it. And I said in the beginning, that intimidates people who are not on the level that you are on, because naturally our energy and our spirits do not like when we change. So if you started off at this comfort level with the individual and y'all are growing, I don't want to say separately, but everybody has their own shit that they have to heal from.
Right.
And so if you are over here healing from the things that have kept you down, and some of those things are gonna stop you from going back down the road that you went down. Sometimes now it's a pull of, damn, is he gonna need me? Or is she gonna need me? Because I was here. That person was there before, you know what I'm saying, the healing process took place. And now that growth is kind of shaking up a lot of things around us. Wait a minute. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I want to see this person be better. I want this person to do better and excel. But damn, what does that mean? What does that mean for me?
That growth then becomes uncomfortable.
There you go.
But I don't know. And then too, like I say, It's and because I really feel like tonight we gotta sit down and really have us a talk. Because like at the end of the day, you say we need to do counseling. I think it's about that time because we gotta get some understanding. We gotta get some understanding, and I need a buffer in a way to the point where you have to hear this.
Yeah, you need an impartial party.
You got to have a buffer in the middle to where you have to hit it. I don't need no rebuttals. I just need you to hear this.
Now,
You know what I'm saying?
I want y'all to understand. Let me ask Queen. Queen, have you ever did couples counseling?
No.
Okay. It's totally different from individual counseling. Okay. Monkey Man, I want you to hear me out and hear me good. That therapist is not there to fix y'all's problems. That therapist is there to create a safe place for you all to hear each other's concerns and give you tools for you guys to use to see if you guys can come to some kind of solution.
That's what Alcoholics Anonymous is. That's why I understand what. Okay, a therapist,
but
like
he does need the counsel, the couples counseling, because it's a different format, correct?
No. I'm not saying, I wasn't saying that. I'm encouraging it. I just want I want him to go in with the understanding, and even her go in with the understanding that, because this is what I've seen. I've seen when people go to couples counseling, and 9 times out of 10, it's the woman. She wants to sit there and he does this and he does this and he does this and he does this, thinking that counselor or that therapist is just gonna reach out and tell the man, well, you should do this, you need to do this. And that's not the way that is supposed to happen. That therapist is supposed to help each other just identify what the other person is saying.
And it's
so they can understand it better.
Correct.
Let me tell you, the therapy, because we in recovery, you do group counseling amongst your peers. Let me tell you, that lady told us, I get paid good money to watch y'all heal y'all self.
Come on now.
All I do is give y'all suggestions, which is the tools you talking about, to use in your life if you want to. I said, damn. So I already understand what therapy is, and that's what people got to understand. And then the thing about it is, like, I'm not doing it in no church because I don't fuck with pastors. So we gonna have to find something that we can agree on if we got to come out of pocket. Fuck it, because it ain't cheap.
Yeah, it's some really great.
Yeah, if you have insurance, some insurance will pay for it.
And they have a lot of them now that are actually on virtual. Virtual is a little cheaper or whatever. Okay. Yeah, so you just kind of have to look around. But like Queen said, if you got insurance, they will pay for certain type of counseling or whatever. But I know me and my ex-husband and I, the lady who we were going to, because we did want somebody with a Christian-based background, but then also we wanted a Black counselor. He didn't care that it was a female, but I thought that it would be better if we did a male. But I found out later, I understood why he did not want to go to a male, because he thought he was going to be able to finesse the female counselor. So, oh yeah. Because, he's good with words or whatever. So he was like, nah, I don't want no male counselor. But Monkey Man, just do your research. Both of y'all just do your research, and just see who y'all can. And y'all might start with one and y'all go, and y'all might not feel it, and it's okay. Y'all don't have to stick with that. Go to somebody else until y'all find the person who both of you guys feel safe with.
Right. And that's just where, and I suggest this for anybody and everybody that's in a relationship, to go get some counseling or some therapy, just to understand each other. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I do, and I really do have a good woman, but we got to have an understanding. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to keep using the drug, because like I say, I have a fucked up behavior that I'm trying to change myself. And a lot of the shit you do reminds me of how my mama used to come at me. See, like I say, this, and I didn't like how my mom used to come at me. That's why I had is okay. You got a better way to come in. If you come at me with sense, or just say, don't just be like, well, you need to do this. Nah, we just fucked up because now I don't want to do it.
So is that like a trigger for you, Monkey Man?
That's what I was about to say. He's identified.
Yeah, because you said your mom came at you like that. So that's a trigger.
So that's like a trigger. Yeah, that's like a trigger.
But that's also one of the reasons that you probably were attracted to her in the first place, because of some of the reminders of your mother or whatever. But like you said, when you start healing, you identify triggers, and that definitely could have something, to do with the miscommunication.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Harm Lawrence? What's up, D-Mac? Yeah, man.
Salute.
Yeah, but shit, that's where I was finna do the Cat Williams, but I might do that later on or tomorrow. I was finna do the Cat Williams recap, but I had got frustrated. Because maybe I didn't, or maybe I did, but I thought I made myself clear. This is what I'm finna do. And you know how when you on live and motherfuckers walking in and out, this, that, the third, then you gotta start over again, or it fucks the live up. So like I say, man, we gonna talk about it. Everything gonna be good. Yeah. Damn, I really want to do that Cat Williams. I'm gonna do it later on. What you doing later on, sir?
Oh, I ain't doing nothing, but I just want to say, like, you probably needed this because the frustration was building up, and this is your safe place. And then you also know, like, ain't nobody fit the call read, girl, let me tell you what Monkey Man was out here saying to our child, and this and that. This is always going to be your safe place for you to come back and recenter.
I wouldn't give a fuck if they did. Shit.
What you say?
I said I wouldn't give a fuck if they did, because I'm finna go say what I did. Shit, I don't give a damn.
We know that. I'm just saying, like, I think it was okay for you to, go on that subject because you needed to get it out.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people don't do. And I get it out to help me, but really to help somebody else too, because I have to vent. That's what I have to do, because if I don't vent, hey, me and you long talk when you get back. Yes, you are. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's where we at right there.
Well, y'all got it. And again, I'm gonna say this before I get off, and this is for anybody who's watching that is maybe, any relationship, family, whatever. Counseling is okay. It helps you to understand you. It helps you to identify with again, like Queen just said, like you just asked Monkey Man, is that a trigger? Triggers are real. Okay, triggers. If you don't identify and understand what triggers are, they will literally have you just, jacked up, and you don't even know why. Like somebody could say something or do something, and it reminds you of maybe somebody from your childhood. Like Monkey Man just said, his mother. Because I know for me, that's a big thing with me and females. Like, if you're a female and you want to try to pretend to use big words and sound so intelligent and all this kind of stuff all the time, it triggers me, because that's what my mother used to do. When my mom wanted to shut me down, because she know there was just sometimes I couldn't comprehend certain words when she was saying them. And so she knew that, and she would purposely, girl, Queen, she would purposely start throwing them big words at me. And I'm like, what does that mean? And she would do it because she did not want me to be expressive of how she was making me feel on another end, whatever we're disagreeing about. And so when it came to to other females or whatever, and they present themselves with these titles and want to talk all intelligently, immediately I'm like, I don't like you. And that's so wrong, because them people ain't did nothing to me. But when I started going to counseling and, just opening up and talking, majority of my issues stem back to my relationship with my mother. From people's tones to, like I say, how they talk, the words they choose to use. Like, yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah, triggers are definitely real. Definitely.
But I know, Lucky Man, everything is gonna be fine, and God got you covered, and everything is happening for a reason. This is, and we can't never get to the other side unless we actually go through something. So my prayer is that this is happening because God wants y'all to get it together now. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all won't be going through this 5-10 years later. You never know. So, well, I love y'all. I'm about to finish packing. And I'm going to be making a whole bunch of noise in the background. Queen, I hope to see you up here again.
Yeah, you can always come on. You can always come on. We got Let's Talk About It on tomorrow. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about tomorrow. Right. We're going to talk about something. Somebody come with a topic.
Yeah, and then Monday, of course, I go back live. I think I'm gonna do it about 11 o'clock. We're finishing out our series that we've been talking about. Am I the problem? And this is gonna be really good because this is kind of like what based on what we're talking about right now. Going back to childhood trauma. And identifying if you have carried it over into your adult relationships. And if you have, then you may be the problem. Not saying that you caused it, but if you have not healed, then you may be the problem because looking for a relationship will not make you a better person.
Right.
So, and I'll make sure, Queen, just, I think you're subscribed to the page, but that's Monday. And so if you're on there or whatever, if you join in, I can just send you the link so you can come up. I would love to have you up.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Well, I will talk to you good people later.
All right. Thanks for being on here,
good evening.
And this is being Monkey Man. We out this bitch.
Peace out.
Know what time it is? TMB with Monkey Man. Let's talk about it. CJ said, Mike and Pratt, that's the domino effect. Hey, TMB with Monkey Man, let's run it up. People talking down, but we don't give a fuck. And if you want to, nigga, then let's talk about it. CJ said, Mike and Pratt cause a domino effect. And when you beat the Browns, that's Tiffin Boo. Hard class include Michelle and BJ too. Welcome to the jungle, nigga, meet my crew. Hey, he's an animal. He's an animal. He's an animal. He's an animal. Say I told y'all, CJ said it was gonna be a domino effect with Mike and Pratt. God told me to introduce the Browns, which is Boo and Tip. And everybody know Michelle and BJ. Fuck standing on business. We stand on faith behind our business.